Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. I know it's been a couple weeks. I just really kind of fell into a hole of not playing 11 for a bit. I like leveled up some jobs. I might have leveled them before our last recording though. Like I got Black Mage, I think it was, to 99. Thought about leveling Thief or White Mage or something else next. I'm not really looking forward to leveling Geomancer or Scholar. I don't like mage jobs, really. They don't have good physical... Other than Red Mage and Blue Mage, they don't have good physical... Well, White Mage is kind of good physically, I guess, but... Anyway, we've got to get back to doing the Voracious Resurgence. And, that involves us going into Windurst now. But first, we need to grab some items, because apparently we're just going to randomly need these. And I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Oh wow. Okay, that's pretty expensive there. But in the interest of saving time, we will fork over the dough. And then we'll think to ourselves, hey, we could probably go and farm that. Apparently this Dreamflower Petal, the reason it's so expensive, it drops on Pergo Norgo Island from the Alraunes, or whatever. They're the black manticoras that are on that island. They can only have a chance to drop it after they use Dreamflower, so that's why it's called a Dreamflower Petal. I don't think it drops anywhere else, so that's the whole thing. Also, you might be wondering what job we're on. We're on Bard. I've been doing some Ambuscade, and I finally got full +2 Ionmo. I also got full +2 Flama. I +2'd some other stuff. And I also got +1 sets of some other sets through the total hallmarks stuff. I was actually able to beat Intense easy by myself on Samurai with a little finagling and a wipe re-raise strategy this month. So I was able to turn my Abjalis seals into basically 1200 extra hallmarks, and that really helped me out. Oh, now I'm all sniffly. Pardon me. But with these 3 items, we need to go to Windurst. We're on the Windurstian arc now of Voracious Resurgence. And I don't know if I'll 100% try to pound Voracious Resurgence until I can't do a mission by myself, or if I will stop and do other things. Because, you know, there's a whole bunch of other things I said I was going to do in this Let's Play, and they kind of just got thrown to the wayside by wanting to pound out the story in order to get the key items from Rhapsodies. Of course, I was enjoying the story, so, you know, it's kind of like whatever, but, oh, please don't cancel the video. It was way earlier in the Let's Play, but there was a couple times way early in the Let's Play where going into Heaven's Tower caused the game to lock up and ruin the recording. So. Is that somebody in their train of mules also doing Voracious Resurgence or something? Anyway, we gotta talk to Kupipi. Also, let's go ahead and turn names off. You know who I am. My dearest Kupipi, a word if you will. You explain this to me until I've had my fill. Shantato, please forgive me. Why is Shantato wearing the same outfit as a Pururu? No, this makes any sense to me either. It's mysterious, mystery most curious. I never forget the slightest detail. Why, I can even tell you the names and favorite foods of every adventurer who ever set foot inside these halls. There's absolutely no way that I would ever forget any important task with which you have entrusted me. I would beg to differ with your interpretation of events. You will tell me the truth, or I'll make you repent. Please, anything but that. Also, they put your repent. I'm pretty sure they meant to put you repent, but an extra R got in there. Sag. Ah well, look who we have over here. An adventurer who can help me with my task most dear. You see, adventurer, I need an objective eye. Kupipi says she can't remember, and to that I say, lie. Or fi. Something strange is afoot in our fair city, and if we don't find the source, there will be naught left to pity. What's going on here? I wish I could give you some better information, but I don't know what's going on within our nation. I'm tired of waiting for repairs to my clothing. Every passing second fills me with great loathing. Kupipi can give you all of the details, and as for my clothes, well, I paid full retail. And with that task requested, I bid you adieu. Good luck, my detective. I'll leave it to you. Oh, so that's why she's wearing her actual minister robes, I guess. Fucking weird to see her that way, though. This entire situation started to head south with a recent cosplay competition held in Bastock not a few days prior. The event was said to test the skill and prowess of many costume enthusiasts. And Dr. Shantato never wanted to back down from her challenge, said that she would surreptitiously enter the competition and claim first place. She came to Heaven's Tower to borrow an outfit. That's right, the outfit she used to wear from her time as Minister of the Orastery. But she couldn't get the outfit ready in time. And since she completely missed the competition, she's gone stark raving mad. What's worse, she's got into her head that it's all my fault. But I don't see how. She insists that she told me that some alterations to the outfit and spruce it up a bit, but I would swear upon a stack of books that she asked no such things. How could I forget something so important? It's completely unlike me. That's where you come in. Can you ask the other Taratara working on the first floor of Heaven's Tower if they remember anything? The other Taratara working on the day Dr. Shantato supposedly came was Sasakotasa, Shilala, and Habita Jubita. They've got to know something. I'm positive that either Dr. Shantato is losing it or that I've got a doppelganger somewhere out there. There can only be one right answer. Alright, so here's Sasakotasa. You say that Shantato is accusing Kupipi of dereliction of duty? I remember there was some Yagudo here the day on business or some other... Whoops, I'm not supposed to talk about that. But my memory of anything else that day is all hazy. I wonder why that is. That's right, red cloth, a square of red grass cloth. That's getting even more peculiar. Why would I suddenly recall that? How curious. Well, you're an adventurer, so getting your hands on red grass cloth could be easy. Why don't you bring one to me? Okay, so this guy wants the red grass cloth. It's all coming back to me now. The Yagudo messengers who came here that day were wearing a garb made of squares of red grass cloth. Oh no, I forgot that I wasn't supposed to mention the Yagudo. Then you were more concerned with Dr. Shantato anyway, right? She did in fact come that day, asking Kupipi to help her out with her old attire. Kupipi was in a bit of a tizzy over it. The outfit was practically in tatters, covered in grime and riddled with holes. It's not like her to forget something like that. Perhaps Breakfast didn't agree with her. Oh, you're not one of the dudes. Let's see. Ah, Habita Jubita. That's one of the dudes. Yes, you're hearing about that spat between Kupipi and Dr. Shantato. I've known Kupipi since we were both tots. I would really like to take her side, but to be frank, I don't remember that very clearly. It's like the entire day is shrouded in thick fog. The only thing that vaguely comes to mind is someone asking me questions about magic homunculi. Something about homunculi being sealed deep within the tower. It was straight out of some campfire story told to scare children. It's particularly strange that while I can recall the details of the conversation, I haven't the faintest recollection of who I was talking to. For some reason, I keep seeing this image of a dream flower petal in my mind. Maybe it's the key to this entire mystery. Well, to my mystery anyway, not sure about yours. Could you bring me a dream flower petal? Maybe it'll help me conjure up some details about that today. Oh yes, the lovely scent of a dream flower petal. I remember now, the Yagudo. The Yagudo sent some secret messenger here to Heaven's Tower. All non-essential personnel were told to leave the tower while they were here, but I had a special delivery for Kupipi and Shilala that absolutely could not wait. I ran into Dr. Shantato after I dropped off my charge. She said that she needed to shed a little bit of weight to fit into an old outfit, and asked me for a special item. And now that I think of it, she also told me 3 times not to tell anyone that she was getting a touch more rotund. Ahem. The dents in Dr. Shantato's scale aside, it was clear that she was not in the best of spirits. Perhaps Kupipi was so flustered by Dr. Shantato's attitude that she simply forgot. But Dr. Shantato would never admit that perhaps she was bothered with the problem. Perhaps the only thing Kupipi can do now is get on her hands and knees and beg for forgiveness. As for me, I'll do what I can to run interference. I've never seen Dr. Shantato so furious before. Perhaps Kupipi's flame was burned out at last. But just between you and me, I don't recall much about that day either. Shantato wasn't the only one with an axe to grind that day. Everyone was on edge because of other guests we had. I was tasked with bringing a bottle of Yagudo drink to the tower to appease our non-Tarotaro visitors. Maybe I could have remembered more if you bring me a bottle of Yagudo drink. It would be a really big help. Please return with one at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your assistance. I do seem to remember more now. That morning I crossed paths with Dr. Shantato, and she seemed to be a bit of a funk. She was visibly frustrated that Kupipi wouldn't share some of the highest quality white Roland berries that were just delivered directly from the farms. You know how much Kupipi loves Roland berries, but she of all people would realize the headaches that turning down Dr. Shantato's request would cause. Perhaps the verbal tit-for-tat they had about the Roland berries caused Kupipi to forget about Dr. Shantato's outfit. Or maybe she has just hopped up on Roland berries, who can say, really? And about the Yagudo drink I procured that day, if memory serves, the Yagudo sent one more messenger than we were expecting, which is why I had to rush to find more refreshments. But how could I forget that? I must be more tired than usual, don't mind me. There's a room, and he kneeled to us, I don't know why, so we'll just cheer him on. He's not on my friends list or anything. I haven't made, like, really any friends since I moved to Bahamut. So, were you able to get to the bottom of things? So let me summarize all the information you gathered. One day in question, I was very excited about a fresh delivery of white Roland berries, but I also had to sew and clean Dr. Shantato's old outfit, which was both dirty and in a state of disrepair. But it's unclear which one of us is truly at fault. And either way, the quickest way to smooth things over would be to apologize. Apologize? Me? She's not the only one angry. No one told me anything about Roland berries. If they did, I would be munching on a white Roland berry at this very moment. My dear adventurer friend, I have but one more request before I leave you for the great beyond. Please, perhaps my spirit will be at rest if I have one last parting white Roland berry before I expire. At least my last meal should have been a good one. Or it will have been a good one. And I should have drank some water before I started recording. I got my water bottle right here, but I guess maybe I'd turn the mic away. Now this next part, we either have to buy regular Rollin' Berries and then go to Crawler's Nest and do a Notorious Monster chain that will eventually give us a Rollin' Berry 854. And we might have to do that depending on how much people are selling the white Rollin' Berries for. Because apparently we can buy them from the auction house. But I imagine that since you have to go out of your way to actually do something, which is not very hard to do, people probably go bananas on the price. I mean, you saw how much that Dreamflower petal cost, right? So, like, I guess we'll find out. Let's see, so these can be under food and ingredients, yeah? White Rollin' Berry, okay. 300,000, but you know what? That is worth the time saved. I do not feel like going and buying regular Rollin' Berries and then going to Crawler's Nest and trading it to a spot, fighting a Guardian Crawler to get a Rollin' Berry 881, to then trade 881 to another spot to fight another Crawler in them that gives you a Rollin' Berry 874, and then going and trading the Rollin' Berry 874 to another spot and having to fight yet another Crawler in him to get a Rollin' Berry 864, and then having to take that to another spot, trade it to fight an NM to get Rollin' Berry 854, and then once you get Rollin' Berry 854, you have to go out to the Rollin' Berry fields and talk to an NPC named Pelio, and trade it to him, and he will give you white Rollin' Berries, which have a random chance to give you a ripe white Rollin' Berry. So, yeah, I think I'll just stick with buying the thing off the auction house. Being sad about my bank account. Apparently, if you get the ripe white Rollin' Berry, which is basically a high quality white Rollin' Berry, you get a slightly different cutscene with Kupipi. But apparently you can view it anyway through Meshua near the fountain. It's called Kupipi's Dilemma Part 3 under Additional Stories. So if we really want to see it, I guess I can show it. I assume it's going to be like Kupipi is happy or sad or something that we or is happier that we went to all the trouble to get her a high quality berry. I, for one, am glad you could just skip the whole thing. If I'd known I could skip the whole thing, I should have read ahead. I gladly would have bought this berry ahead of time. Oh, bless you for bringing me this white Rollin' Berry. Oh, this is positively delightful. Perhaps the last few moments of my life were the happiest. Ah, I remember everything. You good old messengers were visiting Heaven's Tower that day, and the entire place was aflutter with activity. You see, Windurst and the Yagudo had signed a peace treaty upon the conclusion of the war. While we had largely agreed to the main conditions, there were still a few kinks left to work out. Of course, actually letting Yagudo into Windurst proved a task and a half. You can imagine the chaos rippling through the townsfolk if they knew about this meeting. We had to keep the whole thing under wraps, although I guess your investigation dug up some of the details. Dr. Shintato burst onto the scene right as we were at our most busy. She whipped out the most disheveled outfit I had ever seen. It was positively filthy, and not even a goblin would be caught dead in it. Thankfully, there was a merchant on the first floor who had delivered some fresh white Rollin' Berries. I asked him to take it to the tailor's for me. And you know what I told him? tell the tailor to deliver it to Dr. Shantata once it's ready. But I was positively famished. My cheeks may or may not have been stuffed with rolling berries. They're positively bursting at the seams like this. I actually said may have come across as... This is why one should never talk with their mouth full. This white rolling berry, its true flavor defies all words, and it tells no lies. Can you please go tell Dr. Shantata what happened? In the meantime, I'll try to find the right words for a proper apology. Okay, so that's the cutscene for the regular rolling berry, white rolling berry. But apparently we can just talk to this bard right here and get the other cutscene for free, so... Oh, and she's a hot elven bard. Windurst missions? Nope. Maybe we can't view it till the end of Voracious Resurgence. Yeah, that might be it. So, whatever. If we care enough, we'll come back. I'm sure she just goes, like, you know, basically has a fucking orgasm or something. Okay, so now we gotta go talk to Shantato and hope that this door doesn't kill us again. Oh boy. We've got... We gotta go talk to Shantato, then talk to Shantato again. And then go back to Kupipi. Oh my god, there's so many going back to Kopipis. Oh dear god. This is gonna be a nightmare if the door ever kills me. Like, kills the recording. Just going into Heaven's Tower. Like, oh man. But yeah, I've been working on my bard quite a bit. I haven't, like, it's not like mastered or anything. I've gotten like 20 or so job points on it. I got all the songs for it except for like Herb Pastoral and I think Light Carol or something. And it's pretty fun. I kind of like it in the trust setup because I take the place of Almia or Joachim, and I can do more than either of them, so... Like, I do way more damage, and... I don't know. I trust that you've brought me good news, so please spit it out, or you'll be singing the blues. Splendidly done, if I do say so myself. Everyone's memories are now right as books on a shelf. And now we know that Kupipi's at fault. When I'm done with her, she'll be locked up in a vault. So what do you say? Think Kupipi must pay? What kind of detective is in cahoots with a crook? You stand with a villain, and it's not a good look. Oh, believe me, adventurer, Kupipi shall burn. I fear it's the only way that she will learn. And with that, I am off to plan my revenge. I shall see her carcass strung up on a hinge. Oh ho ho ho. Surely Kupipi has been taught a valuable lesson that will teach her to rely less on her Rulenberry delicatessen. Next time her cheeks are aflush with delicious fruit, I'll head to Heaven's Tower and give her the boot. For should she choose to ignore me to pursue plant-based delights, she'll have no mouth left to speak with, or I'll set it alight. Or I'll set it alight. But adventurer, don't you agree that something's gone very wrong? It seems like everyone in Heaven's Tower is a touch too far gone. It was an important day for the people who were there. How could they forget the truth you laid bare? It certainly does give one like me pause. It's not like they signed a non-disparagement clause. No, the cause of this is something far more sinister. I would swear it as a former minister. I believe the one who should investigate is you. You have quite the knack for picking up clues. I think it's your fault. I sense a frightful disturbance at the center of all this. Surely you two know that something's amiss. If we are to confront the evil that threatens us all, everyone must do their part, big or small. So focus on your task and stop blaming me, unless of course you'd like to be cast out to sea. There's a price to be paid if we don't discover the truth, and if that price is your head, I shall offer it up forsooth. To Heaven's Tower you go without further delay. You'll find answers there, not tomorrow, but today. And to Kupipi I bid you deliver a word. I'd send a pigeon, but I trust you more than a bird. Should she assist in getting to the bottom of this matter, I promise not to serve her head up on a platter. Now I must make preparations to meet with the leader. A professor whose nose is always buried in a reader. Okay. Well, let's go see if Heaven's Tower door breaks the recording this early. I think what I'll do, if the recordings get broken, is, I'll just, like, do shorter videos, and every time they break the door, I'll upload it. Like, every time they break the recordings, I will upload it, and just be like, yeah, this is what sucks about entering Heaven's Tower while recording. Or, I guess, just at all. I mean, it's not like it kills the recording software. What kills the recording software is the fact that the game goes down. And I don't know why the game crashes. But, I mean, the game can technically crash for any reason, anytime at all. You know, sometimes it's Norton Antivirus, or McAfee, or... oh, what was that one with the T that I had for a while? Sometimes it's your antivirus being like, update me, or somehow there's a virus, or refresh your subscription. You know, other times it's like, you know, just like your computer blue screens, because computers are like that. It's also been one advantage I've always liked about consoles more than computers. It's like, computers are pretty convenient for gaming. You can get just about any emulator on them, and, you know, they often do ports of console games to computers within a year of release, if not simultaneous, and it's pretty cool. Like, it's way better than PC gamers had it in the before times, when they had to just be fox with sour grapes about consoles and say things like, well, consoles are for babies. Which, you know, they still do, but, you know. Secret chamber, you say. Magical rune, you say. King of spades, huh? Cardigan has gone missing, huh? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so we gotta find the King of Spades, eh? The doll chamber. You mean I'm not gonna get killed by Shantato? Okay, so let's see. I guess the same people we gave items to. Heading toward East Saruta Baruta. No one knows why, okay? Okay. Okay, it might be stupid, but we're going to use our warp ring to get out of here just to lessen the chances of that door killing us. So, yeah, we got to go to Eastern Saruta Baruta now. And by the way, talking to Shilala, Hibita, Jubita, and Setsukatasa again, that's all optional. So, also, I stopped reading out loud because my voice is getting kind of tired. I'm drinking water. I'm sure you heard me tilt my bottle up. Stupid Windurstian arc. So we have to go touch the disturbed earth at J8. It's near the tower close to the canyon's wall. The fastest way there is to Unity Warp. Well, son, I'm not using the Unity Warp, so get bent. Okay. Uh-oh, we're gonna have a fight on our hands. Shouldn't be much of a fight, though. We'll just use our typical setup and be perfectly fine. Although we could get a little atypical with it, I guess. I don't think it'll be a super hard fight, so we could probably use some Windurstian themed trusts, you know, like we pretty much always have a Pururu and Koromoro or King of Hearts anyway. So 1/3 of our party is always Windurstian. Just cause. And we're not gonna mount up because we have Chocobo Mazurka. And while that doesn't make us as fast as mount, we get to listen to the zone music, which we hardly ever get to hear, so. And if you had told me back in 2004 or 2003, whenever I first made a character here in Windurst, that I would be playing this game 20 years later still, and like recording it, and that there were, let's see, back in 2003 there was only Rise to the Zillart, so there wound up being Chains of Promethea, Treasures of Adagon, Wings of the Goddess, Seekers of Adeline, Rhapsodies of Vana'diel, and now the Voracious Resurgence. And then Abyssia I would count, even though technically Abyssia is add-on content, it was 3 add-ons about the same thing. It wound up being as much content as is usually in an expansion anyway, or just about. So, of course a lot of it was recycled content, so. Either way, there were 7 big, you know, changes to the game that radically altered it every time they came out, and but yeah, I would have never imagined this game went on for 20 years. Hell, I was only 13, going on 14 at the time. I just thought it was amazing that I could play a Final Fantasy game online with other people. And there were so many people playing back then. Like, this game's population, like, you really didn't see it go down. It didn't get depressing until, like 2014, really. Of course, I wasn't really super active at that point, so I don't really know how bad it was. But okay, I don't know how serious this fight's gonna be, so we'll just go ahead and try our best, I suppose. We might as well, right? Like, it's not like I'm gonna do anything else. So do we want Minuet 5, and then both markers. Okay. There are signs of a scuffle. Oh boy, maybe I should have buffed after the cutscene. Oh god, I've never seen such a pig-headed Guardian. You will return what you have taken immediately. The stupid thing is starting to slow down. Now's our chance. I will not leave until you give it back. Got some pretty cool music going there. It's a shame that Word lullaby, please. Word lullaby, please. Word lullaby, please. Kill this guy first. And we'll probably have to do another horde lullaby of sort. Swing. One of them resisted it, but that's okay. Some cool music. Shit, they killed Chentato. Should have seen that coming, I guess. I wish that a Kururu or someone would cast the haste spell on me so my delay was cast. Of course, I'm sure Soul Voice marches and the haste samba pretty much got me there. Oh, dude, look at that. King of Hearts gonna be haste too. Maybe I should have gone off double minuet. Not too bad. If I thought about Mage and Gakur, I would have just used like Kultada or something, or maybe Zaid. These Yakuto don't have it. But I know they took it. Do you know anything? Anything about the magic doll they took from the doll chamber? Know about the doll? No, I don't. I've been looking for that this whole time. And look how beat up I am. I must go back to Heaven's Tower. Alright, so... Okay. Just making sure there. Mazurka, where are you? I want to get you under the effects of Soul Voice. But unfortunately, I don't think it actually speeds up Mazurka running speed. Although 6-minute Mazurka is pretty nice. Of course, if we had all of our jab points and like all the appropriate song duration gear we're supposed to have or something, I've heard that bards get like close to 10 minutes on their songs these days, like the bards that are fully tricked out. I don't think our bard will ever be fully tricked out, but I don't know. Do a decent job of it, I guess. The real kicker for us is I have no plans of doing the Empyrean Harp, so like we're never gonna be a 4-song bard, or well 5-song bard these days. But at 100 job points, there's the Blurred Harp And I think it's the Blurred Harp +1 we have to get, which by itself I'm pretty sure is a few million. But it allows for an additional song effect while also giving a +2 to all songs. So it's actually like really good. With Clarion Call, you know how we got 3 songs right now, right? Like, with Clarion Call, you get 4 songs. So it's not like the Empyrean Harp isn't better, you know. The Empyrean Harp lets you have 2 additional song effects. At least once you get it to, I think 99. But that requires as much work as building an Empyrean weapon. And, you know, I don't have any friends, really, like, that are playing with me consistently. I have a few friends, and sometimes they do stuff with me. But mostly they AFK and talk to me in tells for, like, 5 minutes at a time. It's a very, very dreary world, player base-wise, if you ask me. Like, I'm sure we could find a group if we tried, like if we went somewhere and like we got access to Sortie and we're like, hey, we'll come on Bard. I'm sure people would be like, oh yeah, go ahead. We would love to have your shitty Bard. That's shitty because you don't have Rima. But yeah. See, Bards these days actually require, I think it's 3 ultimate instruments. You need a fully upgraded Galar horn because it has +4 to all songs, as well as +25 wind instrument skill, which is like makes the songs a little bit better. We gotta go to, I don't know why I ran past all those crystals. But also, like, we need to get a high quality version of the Moonbow whistle, but that sells for like 30 million or something right now on this server. But it's all songs +3 instead of +2. So, like, for the player base's mindset about Bard, you're supposed to have, I guess, songs +7 at a minimum. And I think there's some Bard AF that also have plus the songs. So there's that. And then you're supposed to have a Dardabla harp, which is the Empyrean harp, so that you can have 4 or 5 songs, depending on if you have Clarion Call active or not. And then you have to get this horn. I can't remember what it's called, but it's from Aeonic Weapons. And all it does is it gives you the song Honor March, which is basically, it's like Minuet, and it's like Valor Minuet 5, Victory March, and Blade Madrigal all in a single song, and it stacks with all your other songs. So it basically, it replaces like Advancing March on your song list at all times. And you have to swap between these 3 instruments every time you want to do your songs. And it sounds fucking annoying, but it's really game changer, you know? Of course, getting all that it takes a ridiculous amount of effort. And there's a ton of people who play this game who bought other characters. And they never made those instruments for themselves. But they made them for their botted mule that's AFK following behind them and does the songs automatically while being played by a bot. And so, like, a real player would be better than that, but yeah, so oh, hold on, my dogs are going crazy, and I can't focus. Sorry about that. They go wacko anytime. Also, excuse me, sorry. They go wacko anytime someone enters or exits the house. And I live with my old man still. He decided he needed to do errands today or something. Which usually means go to the post office, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so you can't believe that somebody stole stuff from the doll chamber, and you're scared again. I'm more scared of those sweetie peaty wheats you made the other day, Kupipi. Sorry it took us so long. We had to make sure nothing went wrong. Now please tell us what happened and spare no detail. We must know the truth. Though it... it's supposed to be... Though it makes Kupipi's face go pale, but... I'm guessing since Voracious Resurgence started coming out in like 2021 or something, whoever was localizing it made a bunch of typos. Probably because it was like something they were ordered to do that they didn't actually want to work on. But it's supposed to be though, without a T at the end, but they put thought. It makes Kupipi's face go pale. We know King of Spades left and returned all beaten up. Usually Guardians can fulfill their duty without a hiccup. So they stole something of value from the doll chamber. No wonder Kupipi was in a tizzy. Could you blame her? I think we both know what this means, Dr. Shantato. At first I thought someone wanted to just invoke my ire, but we're out of the kitchen and into the fire. To use memory-altering magics is quite the ordeal. They must have desired to make Windurst sure Windurst was brought to heel. Yes, their goal in using them was to bide time. If we had noticed earlier, their punishment would have been divine. But madly magic that causes people to forget things doesn't work on Guardians. Obviously, because they were made of magic themselves. They knew we would be onto them, that much is certain, so they used the Yagudo and manipulated things from behind the curtain. It's never shmever easy to get the better of a Guardian with the rank of king. They wanted the Guardian to fight diddly-ite the Yagudo, or were they using them as a decoy? Oh wait, so the Yagudo stole that horrific magic doll? And were the big bads who threatened me and everyone else? Kupipi, my dear, were you even listening? If it were really that simple, the hairs on my head would be bristling. I don't get it. We can only think kitty theorize as to who's pulling the strings. Perhaps we'll have to wait diddly-ate until the memory-altering magic finally fully wears off. Indeed. Now let me get out of this minister's garb. Moo normal outfit is much for better for hurling barbs. Dude, the amount of typos... This is starting to get concerning here. Oh dear. Kupipi? Yes? I think that you've done all you can. Now go get some rest, perhaps maybe a tan. Does this mean you've forgiven me? Hi, I'm so excited I could positively burst. And you, my detective, have also earned a rest, though there's still much to discover. I know you did your best. But when we find the evil forces behind this incident, I'll have you fight by my side. Thrilling, isn't it? I think you made a fabulous decoy. You stand there looking pretty as my enemies I destroy. Oh, a boot scoot boogie. Okay, so we can just go ahead and pick up the next mission immediately by talking to Kupipi, and we might as well. I really wish that Dr. Shantato wouldn't speak in riddles and then disappear without further explanation. If the Yagudo weren't behind all this, then who was? I know you agree with me, my detective-active companion. Are the Yagudo behind this? Probably not. But then who? We don't even have the slightest inkling of anyone else's involvement. Kupipi, whatever are you talking about with calm wind? Oh, semi-Lafina. Well, it has to do with you-know-what. Ah, so the outsider. You are having assistuous calm wind. You of all people should know that you could be punished severely for having someone from outside the hierarchy assist you in matters that demand the utmost secrecy. Will Star Sybil really punish me? Yeah, she's a lame duck dictator. You saw what she did in the Windurst storyline. She knows how angry Shantata was, and she said that she forgives you. She is gracious and understanding as always. Our first priority is to get that doll back. The seemingly easiest way would be to interrogate the Yogudo involved. But sticking out our nose may threaten the peace treaty that we worked so hard to sign. Windurst has always endeavored to find peace. But most of all, we need to be extra careful around Dr. Shinhato and Professor Koromoru. If she gets much as a whiff of the big bad, she'll blow everything and everyone to smithereens. A move that would surprise no one, to be sure. I think we need to gather all the ministers and people of power in Windurst and have them come up with a plan. And of course, we have to abide by whatever decisions Star Sybil makes. Man, fuck the Star Sybil! Did y'all not pay attention at all during the Windurst storyline? Dear God. But, dude, I'm ranked 10 in your nation. Ah, fear in the most stalwart of Windurstians, huh? Well, you're all a bunch of chicken wusses, so, you know, it doesn't really mean much. Well, except for Apururu. Apururu and her brother, they're not chicken wusses. I guess neither is Shintato. Tosuka Porika, huh? Okay, well, if your door kills me, I'll be a little bit irritated. But you can see my hesitation about why I didn't record for a while. It was like, we're back, and it's even just a Windurstian segment of missions. I'm not enthused. I don't like the Windurstians. Windurst as a city, and like the comedy around it usually, and other things about it are pretty cool. But whenever it comes time to deal with like Windurstian's government and most of the NPCs revolving around it, they're all shitheads and I hate them. So, especially the Star Sybil. So we have to go to Windurst Waters and the Optistery. So we should probably just either zone in or use the crystal. I think we'll zone in. We've got run fast songs, so we'll be fine. And I wish my sinuses weren't going haywire today. You know, it's like sometimes when you sneeze, like it knocks a little bit of stuff through your nose. Or like up through your sinuses or whatever, but like other times I sneeze and nothing happens to my sinuses like at all, other than they like itch. Oh yeah, it would have definitely been faster to take the crystal, I'm stupid. Whatever. You knew that already though, Vio, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the other day I took a couple hours. I went out in Suzak Battlegrounds and used sheep, and I capped my string instrument skill. And my wind and singing surprisingly weren't capped either. They were close to it, but they weren't. So I capped them too. Alright, Tosuka Porika. Do your bit. You're like the one guy without a speech impediment, right? What's this you have here? It couldn't be a star-crested summons? How could someone not of our fair Federation nation come into possession of such a missive? Bro, I know they wiped my memory, but come on, dude. Like, I'm rank 10 in Windurst. You should know exactly who I am and how much I've represented your fucking nation. The indignity of someone rushing into the doll chamber and making off with something so precious. Whatever is the world coming to? Star-crested summons must be of great importance to Haru indeed. I cannot avert Haru my gaze from such a crime. As the Optistery's tippity top official, I must take action, Waction. Should the Optistery turn its back on an ills befalling Windurstaru, our standing would surely fall. Adventurer, what I'm about to tell well, you must not leave these hallowed halls. When I was but a nameless scribe, Karuwaha Baraha, former head of the Optistery, mentioned the existence of the doll chamber to me. Great mages who have long since passed on left behind a magic homunculus of sorts, which we kept locked safe in the doll chamber. When they walked Vanadiel, they had been charged with creating such specimens and delivering them to Heaven's Tower. A symbolic ritual, if you will. I say symbolic because it turns out that that's all the gesture Westers amounted to. The homunculi were to be called upon in case of a great tragedy befell Windurst. Fortunately, we have not had to use them as of yet. Their stated purpose was to help locate Taru, the great mages, should they ever go missing, and we needed to call upon their power. The tale might stop there, were that the only thing they could be used for, but we discovered a far more sinister use. In years past, the Sibyl of the Age decided that we must neither dispose of them nor burn them to a crisp. And truth be told, I think most of us wanted them sealed away forever, hoping that their existence be banished even from the annals of memory. The Yugudo managed to steal one of them from us. And the one they have in their clutches is the most fearsome of all, the homunculus created by the Maelstrom mage, Gazaru Horeizu. Who is Garazu Horeizu? I never heard of him. Garazu Horeizu is perhaps the most feared weird mage in all of Windurst's long history. Over 300 years ago, he brought all of Windurst to heel with his foul machinations. It is not unheard of for power-hungry sorcerers to trample over everyone who would stand in the way of their quest to become ever stronger Wonger. But Garazu Horeizu was a fiend among fiends. He employed powerful hypnosis magic, also known as the Maelstrom, hence his moniker, Wannaker. What did he do? Garazu Horeizu was brazen in his lust for power. He would conjure calamity on all who dared defy him, and not even the words of the Star Sibyl could reach his blackened heart. Well, it's probably because the Star Sibyl is a fucking lame duck dictator who should not be running your fair nation. Of course, maybe the Sibyl back then was actually good, I don't know. He turned his back on his fellow Windurstians, conniving with the Yugudo to bring ruin upon us all. The ensuing conflict came to be known as the Fourth Yugudo War. Two students, the siblings Garibu Uguribu and Medada, managed to project Haru a false image to throw the Yugudo forces into chaos, sending them scattered to the four winds. But the more one examines Garazu Horeizu, the more shivers get sent up one spine. What happened to him? Records state that Garazu Horeizu fell in the Fourth Yugudo War. Perhaps the most perplexing part of his death was the presence of a demon, a being thought at the time to be mere legend. It was believed that demons only appeared during the midst of world-changing conflicts, and their mere existence was thought to be a fairy tale by many. I suppose this apocryphal tale must be taken with a grain of salt, but Karaha Baraha certainly seemed to place some kind of stock in it. Garazu Horeizu must have been studying the Prime Avatars, so who can say what his true goal was? And now that I've shared this tale with you, I have a request. Help us get back Garazu Horeizu's homunculus. It would be cause for concern if even the creation contained only a fragment of his power, but I fear it contains his profane nature as well. Yugudo keep all of their most prized possessions deep within a vault in Gideus. You may be able to lay claim to your quarry there if you must hurry. Please make haste and do be discreet about it. Okay, so we have to go to Gideus now, I suppose. Where's the closest HP crystal? I guess it's... okay, cool. Okay, we need to go to Gideus, which is in Saruda Baruda. Swing. Okay, it looks like we got another fight on our hands. I was kind of hoping I could get through the Windurstian arc today, but I don't know how long these cutscenes are going to be. Oh, that's a really cool... I wonder where that you get that from. I would love to have that on the jobs where I can cap haste without the hasty pinion, because the hasty pinion has stored TP minus. I bet it's hard to get, though. One thing that makes me perpetually sad about this game is just like some of the really good stuff that should be easy to get. That, you know, like it's like really good, but it's not like game-breakingly good. It's like harder to get than some of the stuff that is game-breakingly good, and vice versa. Like, okay. Wonder how close we are to beating down the Windurstian arc, though. So, we've got this one to do. No, we're not going to get down with the Windurstian arc today. Because of course we're not. Huh. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Alright, we dropped here, and now we just gotta go north. Okay, apparently the fight will start the second we touch that chest, and there's no cutscene this time, so... we're just gonna... bust out our songs. Which are gonna be marches, because we don't have clarion call. And then, might get elegy on them or something. Yeah, Gudo lookout, huh? Okay. Oh, I meant to give him Requiem, didn't I? Whatever. Oh no, he's doing Mako Shishui! Uh-oh, he's doing Yagasumi, which allows him to dodge weapon skills. You scour the vault and receive a strange doll. Subaksu the Silent. Your name. Spit it out. You first. I am Zubaksu the Silent. Now out with it. I applaud your skill in getting this far. All for a little doll. I hope you realize how futile your actions are. That's no magic homunculus. It's a mere child's toy. But I'll share with you a little something, seeing as you went through so much trouble to get here. If you want your precious treasure back, then you must bring me the Egg of Legends. We know that the egg has appeared somewhere in the Middle Lands, but no one has discerned its exact location. What does it look like? We aren't exactly sure. All we know is that it has an air of disease about it. Where is it? If we knew that. Duh. Calm Wind is blockhead. Confirmed. Why do you want it? I think that's wholly irrelevant, don't you? You want the doll, we want the egg. But we must get it before the other beastmen, especially the orcs. But I ask you this. Don't any of your kind have any stories about this egg? I suggest you make haste if you ever want to see your precious figure again. You see, there's a Taratara on Windurst who has shown an interest in obtaining it. If you want to know where we'll be making the handoff, you'll have to ask that Taratara himself once you have the egg. I tire of this conversation. You will find the egg, or this will be the last time we meet. Okay, bro. What if we lie to you and say that we have the egg, and then, pimp slap you? Is that the Maelstrom Mage's Magic Homunculus? It's not. I see, so your operation in Gideus didn't go quite as planned. My next step is to figure out how to break the news to the other ministers in Heaven's Tower. Who knows what the Yagudo have planned for that foul thing? And they're planning on trading it to a rich Taratara and Windurst for some silly bauble? There's only one merchant sufficiently lavish and malicious to barter water with them. Hanoi Gamoy in Windurst waters. Why, he is a descendant of Gorizo Horezo, after all. He must be planning to utilize the homunculus to engage in perfidy. Could Hanoi Gamoy be aware of the legend of the dolls? No, there's no way he could. Even if he did, would he know the monastery rights to... According to the tale, the spirit of Gorizo Horezo can be summoned back from the Death's Dark Hall. It would take a mage of near unfathomable power to complete the incantation. And for all his bluster, Hanoi Gamoy is just a layman. He would be unable to do anything by himself. Although we have not yet gotten the cursed trinkets back, I must command commend you on having unraveled part of the infernal tapestry. Here's a token of my appreciation, and please forget everything we discussed today, including about the egg business with us, now that I could help you even if I wanted to. Okay, so our next cutscene starts immediately here again. I told you to forget about the whole thing, but about the strange doll. Something about it feels familiar, yes. I can picture a small Tarotari playing with it like it only was yesterday. My adventure, I think I know the children who were playing with the doll. Could you bring it to them? Sure. These children are always spotted near a warehouse by the wharf. Oh, it's the Star Onion Brigade, huh? I don't think you'll receive any compensation, but kindness is its own reward. Please don't go around telling everyone about something being stolen from the doll chamber. I shall leave you here, for preparations to meet with the other ministers must be made. Alright, so we have to go talk to the Star Onion Brigade, but for now I have to go to work, so thanks for watching, stay safe and have a great day, and next time, if we're lucky, we'll finish up the Windurst arc of Voracious Resurgence. Please look forward to it. And stay safe, have a great day.